Hello everyone, this is AK, or AK's Garage. Today, Volkswagen Jetta, 5-cylinder. What I'm working on today is handling, we have a huge oil leak down here coming off of this cover here. So I'm gonna get this cover off, and once I get this cover off, then I'm gonna reseal it. Make sure everything's covered up and everything's clean, and stop this huge oil leak that's coming out on this side. But in order to get this cover off, takes a little bit of challenging work. So this clamp here, this one here is pretty tough to get off because you can't slide it back that way or this way, and you can't get your hand in here to manhandle this hose and slide it off. So that's tough. And same thing on this one, this clamp back down here further, it's already off, but you can't manhandle it and slide it off. Then you have this pipe, this cross pipe here. Well, I took the 2 screws out. It's loose here, but you can't just pull it out. You can't pull it out that way. You can't bend it up. You can't do nothing. The pipe starts over here and goes all the way over here, under the throttle body right here, and then under the intake. So in order to get to this neck here, just to get this neck off, you need to take this intake off. Okay, so in order to get this off, I gotta remove the intake and the throttle body. The throttle body is sitting over here, still connected all the hoses. So here I have the screws out. Oh yeah, so you got the injectors. So in order to get this pipe off, I gotta take out the injectors because it's connected to it. Just to get to this pipe that runs all the way down, not this one, but this one, it runs all the way down, up under there, and connects somewhere about right in here. There's no other way to get that pipe out. Can't get your hand down there, no. It has these stupid clamps that's right here, has the exact same one like this, up under there. So you can't reach it, there's nothing you could do. You gotta take the intake off. Also, what I just noticed of doing this, oh yeah, so this rail right here, also it's right here, it connects into this hole, goes across this thing here, and hooks into here, and these boys right here connect to it. Can you please let me know why did we have to use a special, why couldn't we just use a 12? Why couldn't you just use a 12mm nut, screw, or whatever in this position right here? I don't understand what's the use of using these. There's no point of it. It's useless. I can imagine this probably costs more to make. I don't know. And so you also have these in the intake box, in the intake that's holding the intake. But I did run into one snag with the intake. I have this one was in there. Nope, I didn't have nothing to do with it. It was already like this. But look, it's stripped out. There's nothing in there. There's nothing in there for you to grip onto. Nothing. See? These two are supposed to be the same. Look, it's supposed to look like the one on the left. Look at the one on the right. Completely round. That's how it was in there. I ain't had nothing to do with it. So what I had to use one of these, and it worked. I think I used this one right here. Put it down in there. It worked. Pulled it right out. But it should have been one of these, but it wasn't. But it pulled it right out. So I got that out. Wasn't super tight, but then it wasn't loose neither. So I got that out. And now I am down to pulling out the intake. And I have some special ones at the bottom. So one of the reasons that I cut my camera on to video this, because I probably wouldn't have, because I suck in doing these videos. But one of the reasons that I cut my video on is because what I saw up under here. I saw this up under here, and I wanted everyone to see this. So let me get down here on the ground here, and I'm going to put the camera up under here. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. So what I noticed, okay, first of all, in order to move that intake, you got to hit those 2 screws up there, or nuts. It's one right there, and then another one over there, and then that intake will pop up. Also, what I wanted to show is that I got in here and started looking, And look at this. If you could look up in here, look at that snap. Look, it's not even connected correctly. See, it's in the middle of that hose there. It's supposed to be up on the pipe up there to keep from fluid to come out. I think that's the thermostat for this car. And you see that? It's not even, so whoever was in here, or whoever's in here last, they didn't put that back together right. I can't get in there and move that like that. But so anyway, once I take this intake off, I will address that and get that off, because that's the cooler line right there for the oil cooler. So once I get up in there, I'll address that and fix that. One of the reasons I'm messing with this, because it's leaking oil real bad, really bad. I mean, it will leave a nice puddle in your driveway. So I get up there, I'm gonna solve that problem, and I'm gonna get that done. Ugh. As you can see, right in here, it leaks oil really bad, right down in that little, right down in this little area over here. I mean, the oil leakage is terrible. So I'm gonna get down here, I'm gonna get that out. It's AK's garage. When I come back, you guys will see that I have this whole cover off, and the intake, well, the throttle bodies are off, but the intake, I had that off. All right, this is AK's garage.